Hey guys, welcome to Master Gaming VR. Today we're going to be taking a look at a very unique puzzle adventure game, sort of in that psychological thriller genre. It is called Blind, and it's developed by Tiny Bull Studios and published by Fallen Traveler. I was able to play Blind earlier in the year at the Oculus Game Days event at PAX East, so I'm not going in totally blind. Sorry. Unfortunately, the footage that I got from that demo didn't really turn out very well. I just don't have the recording software, or recording hardware, rather, to do events like that and do them well. But I'm glad that Blind is finally released so I can show it off to you guys, because it was pretty interesting, it was very unique, and I think that it's going to be a pretty fun game. I also have a second key that I will be giving away. More info on that later, but until then, let's go ahead and get in the game. Okay, so here we are in the world of Blind. We have trackpad locomotion that is unfortunately headlocked by default. We've got options, we've got continue, we've got new game. There is an exit door, which I haven't harped on exit buttons in a while, but I don't know, an exit door is pretty nice. A nice little touch there. You can interact with the lobby a little bit, sort of like a demo here. One of the things that I haven't mentioned yet is that you are completely blind, as the title implies, in Blind, and you see things via echolocation. So as I throw this at this dart at the dartboard, you can see that everything lights up around it. That is the sound waves traveling and you seeing things. So the more noise you make, the more things that you see. So let's go ahead and check out the options really quick to see if I can change this head look orientation here. Graphics quality is on high. Okay, so ultra. Okay. Leave it on ultra, so just scrolling through up and down, left, right on the trackpad. Default quality settings, credits back. It's not super great, but you just sort of look at the tab you want, I guess. So here's volume settings, subtitles, yes, English. What languages do we have? Italian and English. All right, over here. So pause, move forward. Menu nav right, menu nav left, move backwards, recenter, stand up, rotate, crouch, grab and release, hold cane, rotation mode, ratchet or look at, or analog. I don't know what ratchet means. Let's try this. Strafe. I don't know. Let's try strafe no and see what that does before. Yeah, so that is not something that I like. It would be nice if it wasn't so cumbersome to go in here. I have no idea what strafe did, so I'm going to put it back on yes, and I'm going to drop to look at. Oh, that's no. Okay. So as I turn my head to the right, basically this would be for a seated experience, I guess. Looking 90 degrees to the left turns me to the left, 90 degrees to the right turns me to the right. I'm not a fan of that, because I want to physically move my body. So, analog. Let's try analog. I have a feeling that's not what I'm going to want either. No. Okay. So, yep. It's what I was afraid of. That's trackpad. So only head look orientation. Not super fond of that at all. Not in the slightest. I guess strafe is a thing that we will do. I'm not too happy about this here. But you know, it is what it is. We can always recenter by holding down the menu button here. And we're going to start a new game. Because I don't think that I should have anything to continue. So again, I did play this at the Oculus Game Days event at PAX, so not a completely fresh start for me. The puzzles will probably be fairly easy. It was about a half a year ago, maybe a little bit more. Math is hard. Dates are hard.
Everything will be fine.
Oh, here we go. I'm looking in the wrong place.
Where are we going? Don't worry. Cover yourself up. I want to go back home. I'll put on a bit of music.
Mr. Sandman. I'm white. I can't dance. I'm sorry.
Jean, let's go back. Everything will be fine.
Oh, okay. Now we're over here. What is that? Hello. Is it confused? I think it might be confused. I don't know where I'm supposed to be looking at this point. I don't remember doing this. Where's front and center? It's very black right now. It's very dark. I'm blind! And if it wasn't for the music, I would think something broke at this point. Well, the music, and I can see my chaperone bounds. I can't see my hands. Oh, they're my hands. Okay.
Where am I?
So now...
I can't see anything.
Now we're actually blind. Whoa. And we broke stuff. Getting out of bed, I assume. So you can also, obviously, feel things to see things. So you can feel, okay, there's a dresser in here. There's a music box that might do something. Nope. Apparently I can't pull that out. So I'm not blind, but I feel like it, aside from the vague outlines that we're seeing, it feels like it does a good job at simulating, hey, you can't see and you've got to feel around for stuff. Don't know what that does. Comb our hair a little bit, make ourselves presentable. Okay, I don't see anything of value. I'm going to take this so I can throw it at stuff.
Welcome, Jean. You're finally awake.
I am.
I'm sure you'll be fine here.
Who are you? Where are we?
Don't you remember?
No, I don't. That's why I
You had a
asked.
terrible accident. It's a miracle you're still alive. Don't worry. I'll take care of you.
Where's my brother?
I
Where
bet,
is he?
I bet you will.
Jean, calm down.
You'll take care of me pretty good, won't you?
You too are safe with me. You can't see yet. Get used to the darkness. Follow my voice. Meet me in the main room.
I'd rather not.
Follow my voice.
You sound pretty creepy.
Follow my voice.
You said that a lot, actually. Binoculars.
Need to find Scott and get out of here.
Books that aren't gonna help.
Seems like I can't see, but I can hear what's around me somehow. Maybe I should stop for a moment and focus.
Yeah, you focus. I'm gonna look for stuff that's useful. Hey, look, like a key. Keys are useful. Books, not so much when you're blind. Okay, so we have a key. And we can't see. There we go. So just stick it in there and let go and it does its own thing. Alright.
Well done. See, it's not that hard. Keep going.
Let's say. So this is your first main puzzle room.
Do you like it? It's nice, isn't it? It'll help you get
So we have a nice little square peg, a nice little triangle peg, and a nice little circle peg. We've got plenty of stuff to throw around for light. Goodbye. So we've got a couple of dials here. Okay, and because we're blind, our hearing is so much better that we can hear the dial click. And you can actually feel the vibration in the controller when you get in the right spot.
Did you check the paintings?
Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm actively doing that. Okay. I forget what I'm supposed to do here. Okay, so that might actually just be right. I remember this is a thing. I remember this being a pain in the ass thing too.
Press the buttons and listen. I love music.
I'm doing it. So, I'm fairly certain what you need to do is recreate this thing. Ding ding dong. Okay, so I think that's the start. Yeah, okay. So lower right is the start. All right. From here. Ding dong. Okay, which one is ding dong? Nope. Okay, so it's this one. I'm just going to try a random combination. I don't know if I need to wait for it to stop. Hey! I got it! Alright. So we got the triangle piece. Just set it there, and she will slide into place.
Scott, he's a fragile child. Weak. He's so lonely without you.
Yeah, so why don't you just let me get to him, jackass? Okay, so we've got this nice little board here with a slot and nice little puzzle here. Nope. Oh, that was, okay. For a second I thought I did it wrong. Alright, so drop that in there, and then I really don't remember what this one was.
Charles, your father. After the war, he's never been the same, has he?
Alright, let's make a racket. Okay, I don't know what I did wrong before, but hey, it's there. We got it. Boop. So to move, you don't just tap the trackpad, you actually have to push down on the trackpad.
Mother. She changed when your father left.
How does this man know my family? Who is he?
He's daddy. At least that's kind of my theory. Right. Where's a thing? Here's a thing. Alright, so there's stuff that way. Can't really do anything with the stuff that way.
Scott? Is it you? Scott! Ah! Bloody hell!
Okay, well, I can see. Alright, the game has taken control. I can move. Oh, hey, look, footsteps. I can move a little bit.
You made it. Well
So,
done.
that's not a pineapple
What do
head.
you want from me?
That's actually supposed to be soundproof material over his face so we can't see who it is.
It's not important. I only want you to be safe, nothing else.
Where's Scott? Please, take me to him.
Scott's well. He's not here. It's just you and me. And I'll take care of you. No need to be afraid.
I'm pretty sure most people would be afraid. Take what? Oh.
Take it.
What is it?
It's for you. It'll help you find your way until you get your sight back.
Oh, I can blind myself. Oh, that hurts. Wow, okay.
You need to find the right rhythm. Don't overdo it. That's not a
Yeah,
tool.
no, I got that. I did that.
If you don't use it, you'll be left in the dark.
I'm using it.
And if you stay in the dark, you won't be able to
To do what?
get out, Jean.
How do I get out?
You must find the answers.
I don't understand.
So they made that a lot
When you
niftier.
solve the puzzles, you'll be able to go out.
Really?
Go out where?
Will you let me and Scott go?
Scott has nothing to do with it. Don't you remember the accident?
No.
I was...
Is Scott
driving.
dead?
I saw somebody in the road. Was it you? Did you take Scott?
Bet he did.
You still don't understand, Jean. It's just you and me here. I'll leave you alone to think.
No! I don't want to be alone!
It's for your own good, Jean. But we'll meet again soon.
I keep just tapping the ground. So this is about where I got in the demo. They didn't have anything more, so from here on out, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing.
We have to go. Scott must be locked up somewhere here. We have to get out.
So before, you used to be able to just smack this and keep smacking it and keep smacking it and keep smacking it. But now apparently you really fuck yourself up. That's really unpleasant. So they've sort of taken away that cheat code. Oh, ow. Okay. So we have a thing here. Why does it sound like something's walking towards me? I'll assume that those holes there need to be filled. Yeah, that's really creepy sounding, to be perfectly honest. I guess that's where the psychological thriller horror thing comes into play. I don't think I need a book. Can't break vases. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna have to start going through some doors here. Yeah, I'm just gonna pick a door and, you know, I wonder if I can go upstairs. Can I go upstairs? I can just walk upstairs. Well, here's a thing that looks important. Let's try and take this and stick it in there. Hey! That's pretty nifty. I've got X-ray vision. Ah. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Okay. I saw that, and I'm not used to seeing the sound of wind, and that freaked me out a little bit. Okay. Well, here's a car. That doesn't look like it was such a bad accident.
Leave! Jean, what have you done?
I didn't do anything.
Is this that man's doing too?
I feel like we're probably stuck in our own head.
By a man in his house. According to the doctors, the woman whose identity has not been revealed yet is between the ages of 20 and 25 and was not sexually assaulted.
Okay, that's not good. Okay, I can't bust it. So we've been here for 5 years, and apparently we're in the past, or something? Or are we to assume that that's someone else? Can't get out there. Alright, so what was this? Just info? Just story in here? That seems odd. Seems like I'm missing something. Alright, let's go check the other doors and see if maybe... I don't exactly know what happened there, but alright. Okay, so that's a pipe, it's not a cog. These don't open, so... yeah, I'm gonna expect... The head orientation is really annoying, to be perfectly honest. I keep finding myself trying to use hand orientation, or having it... you know, as I'm trying to go in one direction, interfering with the way I want to go. Okay, that's locked. That probably goes back to the main room anyways.
No need to be startled, Jean. Does this look familiar?
No.
It's our library.
I want you to feel at home here.
Feel at home?
I'd rather
Why
not.
aren't I at home? Who are you? What am I doing here? Why can't I see?
All valid
How are
questions.
you doing this?
You shouldn't be scared, Jean.
Yeah, oh, you might want to say more than that.
Service. He would lock himself in here.
Leave me alone. I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of always having you kids around.
Amen.
I told you, I don't need anything. I don't want your pity. Get out!
You're a jackass.
I need to find something to help me get away from here. That man mentioned some puzzles.
All the others
Is this a game for him? Is this what Dad used to record his memos?
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
This book, I used to read it to Scott when he was younger. A memory from my childhood. My mum used to read it to me. They kept it. Huh. It's almost quarter past. But who cares anymore about working? Really? I was there alone. All the others gone. Whoosh.
Because we'd have multiple of these.
Coming for the carry me heart.
So he's a drunk.
Dad used to be a creature of habit. Before the war, he'd always start playing with his tools at the same time. Every day.
So back to the garage.
How could she? Why? She doesn't know. She doesn't understand how much I love her. She doesn't know how much I missed her. I still love her. I love you! Damn it!
Okay then. Can't open those up. Another one right here. Can't reach over this thing apparently.
I saw him up on a ridge in the distance. He didn't close there. He couldn't see me. I was bloody invisible. Don't get any closer. You fucker. Please. Don't get closer. What? Stupid wanker. I told you not to get closer. Now you're dead. You wanker.
Oh, Dad.
PTSD much? Alright, so Dad had issues and didn't want the kids around. And now we've gone a little psycho too. Alright, so we've got a room here. This is bathroom. Cannot open bathroom, can't see inside bathroom, or shower, whatever. Toothpaste. Nothing useful. Anything in here? More toothpaste? Perfume? Junk? Stuff to throw around and make noise. Feel like there should be some purpose to this room. Getting my cord all up in my face. No, that's what I threw up there. Make some noise. Can't lift the lid, so apparently there's nothing in there. I like how even the toilet gives me light. I like the mechanics on this. It works well. I can't get back there. Alright, so there was another door. Yeah, I say that, but I like when they give you rooms that are pointless. It makes the world feel a little more believable. They'll probably be used for something somewhere later.
Right. I have to unlock the door, but how?
I don't know. You tell me. This is your dad's thingamajigger, right? Under the table? No? This didn't open. Hey, there we go. Okay. These got to do something. So I'm not quite sure. Okay, so these are now highlighted like they're giving me a hint.
How could she? Why? She doesn't know. She doesn't understand how much I love her.
Okay, this one wasn't useful, but we're going to drop it down there just so we have them all together. I feel like it was this one that had sounds here. So 6 o'clock. How do I make this thing 6 o'clock? No. How does one go about? I almost feel like I should be able to change these in some way. Or be able to change that in some way to get it to 6 o'clock. This definitely needs to do something. That doesn't come out at all. Okay, so a bit of a cut there. I've actually been fiddling with this for a very long time, trying to figure out what is the deal with this grandfather clock that is absolutely uninteractable. I can't do anything with this clock. It's the seemingly the obvious solution, something to do with setting this to 6 o'clock. So I cheated. I actually looked at Upload VR's article, and apparently you have to climb up on the stool to be able to interact with something up here. I didn't really read what, but apparently that's what you need to do. Okay. So even though you can reach the 6 o'clock, you have to be able to get up on the footstool.
It's not the right time. Maybe there's something on the tapes that can help me.
What? 6 o'clock was the right time. I thought I counted 6. Alright. Let's see, it is this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6. There are 6 chimes. I am not Picard. There are 4 lights. There are 6 chimes. Three, 4, 5, 6. Wait, what? Five, 6. What was there? 7? I think maybe I might have fucked this up a little bit. Not perfectly, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6. No, why is it 5 now? Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Unlock! There's 6 chimes. That's 5. And we get nothing? That's 5. Nothing. Nada. 6. Or 530, rather. It was 2 chimes. Two chimes again. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, back to the fucking tape. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 chimes. What the hell? Yeah, swing low. Can't do anything with any of this stuff. Okay, well 6 isn't the right answer, so let's go backwards to 5. I know it's not, but we're just going to start trying them all in order. Alright, that did nothing. Yeah, so that's just 2. None of the others make noise. Just the 30 and the 12. Again, nothing. Okay, and then this is going to be 2. Yeah. I don't get this puzzle. So this is 1. This is what we started on. So the first 3 puzzles were fairly self-explanatory. The music box being the hardest out of the 3, because you really need to listen to put 2 and 2 together, that the music playing out of the central thing is the music playing out of the music box. When I first did it, I left the music box open on accident, so I didn't hear it. The first thing I did was I made a beeline to the music box. I didn't hear the thing in the center playing music. I just opened the lid and went to town, because that was the closest thing. It was the first thing I saw. Went there, did that. Didn't really get what I was doing with pressing the musical sounds, so I went to the safe puzzle. And then from the safe puzzle, I was able to do that one fairly easily. I went to the other one. That one was pretty self-explanatory and pretty easy, so I did that one. And then I went back to the music puzzle, and I actually... Is that it? Is it 10 o'clock? Oh, no. I screwed up. So I went back to the music puzzle and tinkered around with it for a little while, and it wasn't until the developer actually told me that close the lid and listen to the music in the center, and then you have to mirror that with what's in the music box. So this is sort of reinforcing that sometimes the puzzles may be a little bit too obscure. Maybe it's just me, maybe I'm just stupid, maybe I don't know how to do puzzles, but this seems like, based on the recording, that it should be 6 o'clock. There were 6 chimes when he was singing. 6 o'clock does 6 chimes. I don't know why that's not working. Yeah, so 10 didn't work. Let's just try 10:30 for shits and giggles. Nope, did not think it was going to, but... I mean, at some point it has to give me something, right? There are only so many options here. I could always go back to the Upload VR article and figure out what the actual answer is. I only wanted a hint to move forward, but I could find the answer. Surprise, surprise, it's not 8 o'clock. If it's 7 o'clock, I'm gonna fucking rage. Yeah, of course it's not 7 o'clock. I'm just doing weird shit at this point. I'm gonna try and drop it as soon as it stops making noise. I'm gonna try and drop it on 12 really quick, so that I don't get that double thing. Hopefully. I mean, I got nothing at this point. All right, to upload VR. To upload VR we go. I'm not sponsored by them. They are just the person that I found. The obvious keeper of the key, but it's completely uninteractive. It wasn't until 30 minutes of exhausted searching that I discovered I had to, in fact, click a footstool. Can use it if I was on a stool. Then I had to put the time in correctly. According to an audio diary, when that didn't work, it took me yet more time to discover the phrase "nearly quarter past" in a completely separate entry. Nearly quarter past? Okay, nearly quarter past. So 6 o'clock. Are you serious? It makes a big deal about the 6 gongs. I mean, at least I'm not the only one that, you know, I'm not even going to worry about reading these to figure it out. You know what? No, I am. I'm going to listen to these again. Where exactly?
How could she? Why? She doesn't know. She doesn't understand how much I love her. She doesn't know how much I missed her. I still love her. I love you! Damn it!
Nothing about a quarter?
I saw him.
This one doesn't have anything about a quarter after.
He didn't know I was there. He couldn't see me. I was bloody invisible.
Okay.
Don't get any closer.
You fucker.
Please, don't get closer. What? Stupid wanker. I told you not to get closer. Now you're dead. You wanker.
So nothing about nearly a quarter after. This is the one that is there. So this is the first one.
There, alone. All the others gone. Whoosh.
Vanished.
What the fuck?
I don't know what the fuck.
This book, I used to read it to Scott when he was younger. A memory from my childhood. My mum used to read it to me. They kept it. Huh. It's almost quarter past. But who cares anymore about working? Really?
Really? That was the clue? That had nothing to do with... More so than this? I don't know where it went. No, it's down there. More than the 6 gongs? Alright, you know what? Whatever.
Coming for the carry.
Upset. Let's see the next
It's been a
one.
really long time since I last entered his workshop. Dad used to spend all his evenings here when I was a child. After the war, he just stopped working in here. He was always...
It was always Psy? So, I don't know, that put a bad taste in my mouth. That puzzle. Just the obscurity of it. Oh, that's a really big power cable.
It's on.
Hey.
Maybe I can actually fix it.
So is this one making up for it?
I don't remember it looking like this. Weird. Aha!
The head look is really getting frustrating. Looks like it's gonna spin appropriately. It thinks it should go there. Oh, I need a tiny cog now. I assume that there are other cogs elsewhere. Otherwise, this isn't exactly going to work. Oops. And the weird calibration issue returns. And we have a tiny... Okay, that's not where I put it. But we'll go with that.
Now I just need to play the right song.
Yeah, okay. That makes perfect and total absolute sense. Especially since I put this guy right there. And it just started working. Alright, whatever. I'll close you up. Excuse me. Sorry about that.
record collection must be around here somewhere. I should look for it.
You don't say. I'm pretty sure I know where his record collection is, and it's not in here. Hey! Well, shit. Aw.
I remember Dad used to keep his favorite albums in the library.
Yeah, no, I know. They're right over here in the corner. At least it's got one specific
Dad's
one
favorite
highlighted.
record. Wasn't here before. Is this another memory or something?
Uh-oh. Where'd my hand go? Okay, apparently I can't pick it up and take it with me. So close your eyes, F5. Right, so let's go press F5. Because that makes a lot of sense. F5. Because why would you keep your records in there if they're in the machine already? At least that puzzle wasn't as obscure. I mean, I don't need the puzzles to be easy, but at least let them make sense. So I got an achievement. Close your eyes, spelled backwards. Did I do it backwards? Goodbye. Achievement unlocked. Blind luck.
Wow. How did I get that? Blind luck? Alright, not the time for jokes.
Your puns are as bad as mine. Okay, so what did that actually... Oh, here we go. Let's see, what did that actually do? Alright, here's the score. Achievement unlocked, a broken man.
It's late. Stop drinking. Come to bed.
I have to finish. Nothing ever works here.
What are you talking about?
Everything. Fucking everything. You have no idea how hard it is for me.
Please, stop it.
After all I've been through, how could you?
Do you think it's easy for me? You never stop to think about me.
Me.
Everything. Understand? Everything. Everything that could have made me happy.
Gave up? Gave up? We know very well how it went.
Superb animation.
What were they talking about?
Obviously, she was cheating, and he left her. Do we think Soundman is he? Alright. So we might, we'll go see what the next puzzle is, but we might call it pretty soon here. Okay, yeah, just come out of nothing, come out of nowhere. He's back.
You're beginning to understand.
Do you enjoy playing with me? Playing with my memories? Do you find it amusing?
I do everything for you, Jean. Only for you.
Up there.
If you're good, you'll soon go out. Keep it up.
Can I just hit him? Of course not, because he's not real. I can walk through him. Yep.
What the hell does he want from me?
Your body. Your blind body. Alright, let's see what's in the next room. Let's see if we can at least identify the puzzle. See if the trend of frustrating puzzles continues or was broken with just the grandfather clock. And then we'll go ahead and call it after that.
Scott, what's the matter? Don't cry, Mommy's here.
Yes, Scott.
Oh, Daddy!
Daddy is busy now. He has a lot to do lately. I'm here with you. Am I not enough?
You are not enough.
Can I go to him?
No. No, he wants to be on his own. He's doing stuff only grown-ups can do.
Oh yeah, what's that? Is he rubbing one out?
It's not your fault.
Mum, can I keep the light on?
You know you can't.
Why not?
Scott always felt responsible for making us live in the dark because of his illness.
What
You
is
see,
with...
I don't want to hurt you. Have you understood now?
No.
The more time we spend together, the better things will be.
You're creepy, dude. Okay, nothing in any of that. Oh yeah, I love all the skulls. Great decorating. Lots and lots and lots of skulls. So he wants me in here. Blocked off area. Dead end hallway, because there's all kinds of those in houses. Locked. Locked. Not so locked.
Come on. Come on! Damn it! Line's dead!
What? Or not. You know, whatever. Ah, damn it. I clicked too much. Okay, well, this is gonna be a thing. Hey, buddy. I hear you. Oh, good. Music notes. I can't go any... I have very limited movement. Like, I can't go any further this way. I'm walking into a wall.
Remember this song?
No!
How do you know all this? What do you want from me? Stop! Let me go! Who are you?
I know you very well, Jean. Relax and enjoy the music.
I'd rather not.
No, you can't go yet. Don't make me repeat myself.
Sound like a father. Bye! Can I have my body back, please? Alright, so this is some weird shit. Like, I'm not a musician, but I'm pretty sure these are not musical notes.
Right. 4 symbols. But in what order?
Okay. I have no fucking clue. Okay, so that symbol just doesn't appear here. So what is here? So that's there. And this one's there. We don't have the third. And then is the man guy thing here? The man guy thing is there. Okay, so I think I've been through all of them and didn't get anything. So... Lay down man. TIE fighter. Weird ass line thing isn't there. So let's go that thing. Blocky TIE fighter. Oh, damn it, I was already on it. That thing. And then spin through. Yeah, okay. I have no idea. Okay, I don't see anything in here. Achievement unlocked, the performer. It's interesting that there are achievements here. Okay. So that looks like it might be something. I think we're back to the obscure puzzles again. Let's go check and see if there is anything in the other rooms really quick.
On the case of the young woman who just a few days ago claimed to have been kept prisoner for years. Other individuals, apparently homeless, have stated they too have been held in a mansion by a mysterious masked man for a long period of time. They are a young man about 20 years old and a boy, no more than 8. The two were found wandering together in the countryside.
Okay then. The story definitely has me intrigued and curious. The mechanics of the game are interesting, but I have to agree that... Here we go.
Play this? Maybe there's a clue on it.
Happy birthday, Mommy. This is for you.
Okay, it makes more sense now. Might need to listen to it again.
The markings on the wall look like those next to the door.
Hey, so it's not that bad. You just have to be observant.
Mom's garden. She'd spend all of her time away from us.
But basically, both parents were just shitbags. They were both horrible. This is probably getting long. That's what she said. I'm so clever. There's a lot of walking here. Can't pick up the plants. So Mom's garden overgrew into Sean's room, or whatever his name is. And I'm so twisted up, I can't wait for my Wii gig to get here. Why is there... Okay, that's confusing. What else is in here?
This tree is beautiful.
Is it?
Plants in the house would all die so quickly.
Looks like it's been chopped up. It's really hard to walk and look around at things. We could maybe need to water something?
Mom, where are you? I need to take my medicine.
She gone.
Mom!
You don't need to take anything. I am your medicine. The
Wow,
only
you're
one
horrible.
you need.
You're a horrible parent. feel like there might be some parental issues going on with the devs of the game, maybe. Some T-sets that I can't break. Okay, let's see what's through old door numero uno over here, which isn't really number one. Okay, so we're pumping stuff. Pumping, 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 pumping. Coming from there. I don't need to block off all of that, really. If we're just trying to block those off. Nope, no one needs to stay blocked off.
There we go.
So that wasn't that bad. Awkward and weird, but not that bad. Okay, so really just the grandfather clock puzzle so far has been asinine. Did something drop somewhere that I missed? Oh, there it is. Door opened. Alright, well I didn't get a thing out of that. So I must have missed the thing dropping somewhere. There it is. Super hard. The Desperate Housewife.
Mom?
Mom. I hear nothing else every day. I need this. I need that. Who thinks about
He's
me?
8.
Sorry.
He's 8, bitch. He's 8.
I gave everything for you. I left everything. And all you adults make me go nuts.
It's okay, buddy. She's a bitch.
I only have taunts. At least they listen to me and ask nothing of me.
This house got bigger and bigger. We grew further and further apart.
Alrighty then. At least it's a happy story. We're dealing with a happy. I can't even finish that sentence. Alright, so this time I am going to quit. There's really been one puzzle. Two if we want to count the music puzzle at the start. But I'm not going to go through this whole thing here in the first look. I really probably should have stopped at the first thing that I put in.
Very good, Jean.
What was that?
What?
That sound. Somebody is in the house. You lied to me.
You don't understand. Do you think this is all a game? You must do as I say. I'm giving you an opportunity, Jean. You won't get another. You have to trust me. Listen
I don't.
to me and nothing
Not even a
will
little
happen
bit.
to you. But if you won't, you'll have to accept the consequences.
I didn't hear whatever she heard, so I don't know what she's talking about. I think what you do is go that way. Why is that lit up though? I don't get that. It looks staticky. Is it rain? Maybe it's rain. Yeah, that's what it is. Anywho, we are going to call it here. I might finish this up later, maybe do some Twitch or something, because I do want to find out what the hell is going on here. But I think this is good enough for a first look. I'm more pleased with the puzzles moving forward past the grandfather clock. The grandfather clock was just annoying, but let's go ahead and jump out of headset to talk about that, and I will be back in just a second. Okay, well, that was something. I got pretty worried with the grandfather clock puzzle. That was just all around bad in my opinion. Then again, I may just be bad and couldn't see the solution. Sorry. Did you guys get it? Was it just me, or was it superly obscure to have to go move the footstool? I mean, it seemed fairly simple. Just reach up and spin the dials. And I feel like whether you were on the footstool or not, you should have been able to spin the dials. Like, you shouldn't have. That should have made it easier, but not been a requirement, because you could still do it. But not even just that. That was frustrating enough. But to have such an obvious clue in the 6 gongs, and then that super subtle at the end of one of the recordings offhanded, I guess I better stop working at a quarter after. What is the connection between that and the clock and getting in? Maybe it's just me, maybe I'm just bad, maybe I just didn't notice it, maybe it's a clear connection because it's a time thing, I don't know. To me, it was super obscure and super... It wasn't good. It wasn't. I don't know. It just wasn't. I didn't like it. I just didn't like that puzzle. Like I mentioned during the gameplay, the earlier music box puzzle was similar in trying to draw a connection between the music box on the desk and what was playing behind you. Was a little difficult. And during my demo at Oculus Game Days, I did need to, the dev did come and tell me what it was. I don't know how long it would have taken me to figure it out otherwise, but the grandfather clock took me at least 40 minutes. I cut out a good portion of that because the video was just super long and there was nothing helpful in there other than me flailing around trying to figure out this grandfather clock puzzle. It was bad. I did not have any fun with the grandfather clock puzzle. to contrast that with, yeah, I'll get to that later. What I did like the echolocation. The mechanic itself of taking your stick and hitting things or throwing things around or flushing a toilet or hearing gears grinding beneath the floor and having that draw your attention. I loved that. I loved that mechanic. How it didn't force the player to look any specific way. It did it by highlighting, okay, here's this gear underground that's going up the wall, and you see the sound happening over here, and your eyes are just instinctively drawn to what's going on. I really liked that. It was beautifully done. Just the sound, the echolocation sound mechanic in general, I think that it could have faded a little bit slower, and maybe been a little bit more forgiving on tapping too many times to be able to see. Maybe after a few more hours it might get a little bit annoying, but as it stands right now, first look, I found it pretty novel, unique, and interesting. The voice acting was pretty good. I didn't really have too many issues with the sounds, but in a game where you're supposed to be blind and all that you are is the sound and the things that you're hearing, there were some complaints, like that sound supposedly at the end of the video. I didn't hear what the hell they were talking about. There were some other sounds that sort of overwrote each other. The playing back some of the recordings was difficult to hear. Some of it, like, I felt like I had to like either have it up here or like it didn't matter whether it was closer or farther. It just was super faint, and that was with all of the sound settings maxed. So I don't know what else I could have done other than lower the music and jack up my headphone audio. But overall, pretty decent sound. Graphically, the game isn't much to look at, but that ties back into the echolocation. The art style, I liked it. It fits the game. You get pretty used to it and immersed in it fairly quickly. Things that... one more thing for the likes. The story. I really liked the story and where they were going with it. It was interesting. It made me want to keep playing to find out more, getting new little tidbits. So really good story. It really makes you feel for the kids and dislike the parents, and just, you know, make you want to take your cane to both of them. Originally I thought, okay, the father's an asshole, the mother's putting up with him, but she seemed to be just as much of a bitch as he was. And the kids are caught in the middle. Maybe in the next room I find out that the kid's just a dick too, and the whole family is awful and horrible. Maybe. I don't know. We'll find out later at some point. Things that I wasn't too fond of, we already sort of touched on with the puzzles. Some of them seemed too vague and just not enough info to really make it click and solve. I don't want it super easy. I do want there to be an element of thought and a accomplishment and achievement, but I don't want it to feel cheaply difficult. And the grandfather clock puzzle felt cheaply difficult, like it was too obscure. And I think that there's a fine line there, and it's really hard to do. The rest of the puzzles felt good. I liked them. They took a little bit of thought. Some of them not really too much thought, just you know, following a train of logic, noticing a pattern and rolling with it. But some of them were too obscure, but then others were too easy. There was the other side where when we needed to go find the record. I knew exactly where we needed to go. I saw the records, I noticed them, I remembered where they were, but I spent some time looking around the room, just seeing what was there before I headed back to the records. And before I could even leave the room, she was telling me exactly where the records were. I didn't need that. I needed that like 5 minutes ago on the grandfather clock. I needed some help there. I didn't necessarily need it on the records. That was easy. So the difficulty balance seems to be weird. And maybe that'll be an issue, maybe that's not, maybe that's just me. I don't know. The frequent height changes and the calibration. So when I would like glitch up onto the couch, and then stay at that height even after I moved away from the couch. Things like that, where I kept leaning down to try and pick something up off the ground, and my height would have risen a few inches because I don't know why. Maybe I walked over a wire or something. But then I'd have to hold, recalibrate, and then still the floor would be kind of out of reach. Just weird things like that, and that make it a little frustrating when you're trying to grab something on the floor. Didn't happen too often, but it was enough for me to take note of. There is a solution, but still a little frustrating. The biggest one for that, well, the puzzles are pretty up there, but the forced head orientation, not having an option to have a controller-oriented locomotion, it gets very, very frustrating when you're trying to move around, especially in an adventure game where you need to be looking around and your head needs to be on a swivel looking for clues. To have your head tied to your locomotion is just a bad decision, and I very, very much hope that they tie in more locomotion options and give you some controller-oriented direction, because it's just a frustrating experience in most games. It works in some games. This isn't one of those. Head-oriented locomotion is just mostly bad in most cases. And that's probably my biggest gripe. Puzzles, head-oriented locomotion, pretty neck and neck. Probably more so the locomotion issues, but to each your own. You may have a different opinion on that. Some people like it. I think the majority of people do not, however, so that's going to go on my list of negatives. But what you guys are still watching for, down below, there is a Gleam.io link to a giveaway. It's probably going to run for, say, a week after the release of this video. I probably am not going to get it out today, which blind launched today. Probably will release this tomorrow or maybe Wednesday or Thursday. The game is $20 on sale right now, normally $25. So it's a pretty decent value for the key. The game's going to be on sale for the next week, so until like the 25th, I think. But if you're watching this and the giveaway is still running, the Gleam.io link down there is active. I haven't set it up yet, but it'll probably be something like, watch this video, subscribe, share, tweet, or retweet, or something like that. We'll get you various entries. I'm sure you know how Gleam.io contests work, but there will be one key for blind, and I will randomly select a winner from that based on the number of entries, and I will mail you out the key. So you will need to have your email address, just so that's how I'm going to give you your key. I don't use the email addresses for anything else other than giving the prizes away. I don't have a mailing list. I'm not going to spam you. Don't worry about that. But the link is down below in the description. Go ahead and click that. Check that out. And that's going to do it for me, guys. Be sure to hit some of the other support links down there. There's a Patreon where you get to see these videos first. There is Amazon link that helps support the channel, and some other stuff. The Discord link down there if you want to chat me up in between videos. I'm always on there, always responsive. Other than that, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later.